You are capable of winning races, but you can't do it alone. It's time to elevate your game to the next level with RMR Driving Academy. Richard Murtaugh is the longest-running setup builder on iRacing with nearly a decade of experience. With a combined 13,000 rating across 2 accounts, Murtaugh has helped more than 20 drivers advance to the World of Outlaws Pro Series. Log on to rmrdrivingacademy.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome in, everyone, on a beautiful Monday night. Show number 2 for the evening. This time, we're going to switch it up. Dirt racing action for you. Midwest Barbecue Equipment Sprint Car Series. This time around, 410 sprint cars at Williams Grove Speedway. Slightly redacted field from what was expected. However, still some of the best. Right out here doing it, the Dakota Coons, the Alex Jasinskis, Noah Bowman, Joseph Grandy. I see Kenny Hoffman, Ross Carrenta, Richie Gaines, all in the server. Trevor Royer is in here. Mad Max, stand by. Mad Max, new father, so big congrats going out to driver of the 5 car. I saw all the social media stuff, and good for him. Good for him. Kids change everything for you. I am very thankful that mine are grown and gone, but I did enjoy having them around. And now you get to play with the grandkids every now and again, and it's a lot of fun. So, if you were with me a little while ago, you saw a brilliant truck race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. See a lot of these guys in here. Josh Whiteman, Scott Thomason, Trevor Royer, Larry Moody. Noah Bowman actually was in attendance. Alex Shazinski. Scotty King, a tiny dancer in there. Looks like 21 actually make it. So Bandy is one of the last to join, but they are about ready to go. We're going to get heat race number 1 out here onto the speedway. Random draw for their heats, and this is how we'll line them up. It'll be Dean Reynolds, the 79 on the pole, next to Scott Thomason in the, I believe, the 8 car, not the 6. Gavin Chatham, 20. No, he's in the 99. I think Gavin Chatham does drive the 99. And Matt Grimm, the 91. They make up row 2. Row 3 is the 11 of Richie Gaines. And the 118 of our very own Scott King, the tiny dancer. And then the other admin in the series, the oldest living driver on the service, Larry Moody. He'll start outside that back row. So the 2 admins, not only do they get terrible draws, but they got to get terrible draws together. Fantastico. Yeah, the 91, the 99. There's your 11 car. Who is beside the 11? Scott Thomason looks to be having some kind of mechanical problem. Maybe they're going to get that fixed. They'll get it all squared away. Whoa, Dean Reynolds playing a little wheelie fest on the back. All right, we'll bring them around one more time. We're going to show them where the start line is. The next. Sure. Well, hello, Deb. Welcome on to Facebook. Guys, don't care where you're at. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo. Say hi in the chat. We love to hear from you. Not sure if our Trovo chat is coming through or not. It's kind of been a weird deal. We've had to re-log into that thing, I don't know, 62 times in the last 62 tries to stream on that service. So we got all the bots a little while ago over on Twitch. Hopefully that's out of the way. But what is not out of the way, well, now it is that pace truck. He's getting out of our way. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. And the green flag is in the air. Reynolds got a pretty good start. We'll look a little further back here. Matt Graham was on the bottom. He is going to get ripped off on the top by the 11. Richie Gaines with all kinds of momentum getting through there. Put Graham back to 4th. Moody is 5th. Thomason and King 5, 6, and 7. Well, we're going back to the front because Reynolds has been reeled in. Chatham going to the bottom slider. I thought he for sure was going to throw the slider. He didn't do it. That's a drag race, and Chatham will win it this time. Richie Gaines is still trying to work the high side. He's right there on Reynolds. Reynolds is trying to do the same and work the high side. Reynolds out of shape in the middle of 4. Gaines goes by high. Grimm looking low. That battle not over yet. We're coming around. It's going to be halfway in heat race number 1 right here. 3 heats for you tonight, guys. 3 heats. So Reynolds started on the pole, now runs in 4th. Scott Thompson trying to reel him in. Then Mooney and King rounding things out. But Chatham is up front. I don't know. He's going to have company here pretty doggone quick. Because Gaines, well, short of making that mistaken turn forward just a second ago, he was closing the gap. Two to go for heat number one. Chatham, Gaines, Grimm, and now Dean Reynolds is under fire. Scott Thomason has the high side, and he pushes him a little bit wider, and Thomason just put a little more throttle into it, slung it right on by on the very outside, almost in the fluffy stuff up there. Put him up to fourth. White flag coming out. And Chatham may end up with a challenge down in 3 and 4. We will see. Does Gaines keep it in, keep the power down through the top side? Out of 4. Coming to the checks for heat 1. Chatham. Then Gaines, Grimm, Thomason, Reynolds, Moody, and tippy-toeing across with his tutu pulled up. The old tiny dancer himself. Somebody needs to tell him that's this is a family show. You can't be running around with your tutu pulled up like that. That's scary and disgusting all at the same time. All right, heat 2 gridding out on the front stretch. Going to be the 95 Dakota Kuhn and the 20 of Daniel Burkhart in row number 1. Jacob Schmutz, the 1J. Next to the other 11 car in the field, and he probably is in the 1. I'll have to see if Hoffman gets in the 1 car tonight or if he's actually in the 11, but he's scheduled to start P4. Then Bandy, the 49, and Carinta in the 10. And I don't see the old Kenny Hoffman. So we'll see when they roll away. Man, for some reason, these numbers are all kinds of jacked up tonight. Let's do a reload and see what happens. I'll roll them all off. Here we go. Now they're going to get squared away. That'll fix things, it looks like. 6 of them scheduled. 6 of them rolled, as it does look like Kenny Hoffman did grid right there. And Hoffman will be in that 1K. Dakota Kuhn. The old tropical green, number 95. Eight more laps. Everybody's going through. They're just racing for their starting position in the big feature tonight. Group has done very well last few races. Just a couple of cautions. Really averaging only just over a caution and a half per race for all these guys through the 360s and the 410s. So all the drivers very accomplished. I don't know. Carinta is kind of hanging out back there by himself, but we're getting ready to go green because the pace truck's out of the way. We're coming out of turn 4. Burkhart on the pole, and he's going to get a great start. Little wiggledy from the 1J of Schmutz up top. Contact. That was Jesse Bandy and Dakota Kuhn out of 2. They keep them righted. Here comes Hoffman on the bottom. Trying to stab it and stick it low. Now he'll move to the top. Jesse Bandy was already headed there. It's going to end up with almost a 3 wide down the backstretch. Burkhart's got the point, but Kuhn trying to make a bid for the lead. Basically a home race for the 95 car. Slid him getting into 1 and 2. Now, Burkhart with problems down the backstretch. I think he had contact with the right rear on the 20, or the 95. All kinds of stuff happening behind Jesse Bandy having problems, tumbling down the front stretch. We did not get a caution. That was to the back of the field. We won't get a caution for that. Here comes Hoffman. Big slider in 3 and 4. Kuhn fought back, but not quite enough. Hoffman will lead at the halfway point. Carenta from the back row is up to third. Then it's Schmutz and Burkhart. Bandy's car out of the way. Coming around for 2 to go in heat number 2, and Carenta trying to go at least 1 on the slider. I thought he was going to try to go for 2. He didn't get either one. Now may have a shot on the outside against Dakota Kuhn. It'll be 1 to go when they come out of 4. Carenta on the outside of the 95. No longer. He's up to second. 1 lap. Can he go steal the win from Kenny Hoffman? I think he's too far back. A desperate slider here in 3 and 4, maybe. Hoffman covered the line. Ooh, I thought Carenta was going to do a tail tanker. He didn't get it done. Hoffman, Carenta, Kuhn, Schmutz, Burkhart, and Bandy. I thought we were going to see a tail tank slapper up there in 3 and 4. Carenta went in low and powered it through the center of the corner. And he was not close. So we'll get ready for our third and final heat. It'll be the 23 of Alex Jasinski next to the 24 of Noah Bowman. The 5, Mad Max Standball inside row number 2 next to the 90 of Trevor Royer. And then the 5 of Josh Whiteman and the 187 of Rick Main in row 3, Joseph Grandy and Jaden Wolf. Scheduled to start in our 4th final row for the final heat race this evening. Ooh, that 518 is one bright machine. And Jaden Wolf completely unnumbered and unsponsored here this evening. We haven't seen Jaden Wolf in a DSRL event in a minute, maybe 2. Joseph Grandy, that car is so bright. My word. You definitely aren't missing that one in a night race anywhere. All right, final heat race. Boys will get a few minutes. They may or may not have track time during that few minutes of break. And we will get along to our 30-lap feature. Quick show for everybody tonight. But your broadcaster is working show number 2, and he is running out of fuel. So he needs to go find something maybe sweet and give him a picky up. We'll see. Things getting ready to kick off. A couple of 5 cars in here, nose to tail. Mad Max and Josh Whiteman. We'll have to make sure we get the right 5. Green flag in the air. Shazinski held him as long as he could. Got him up on the straightaway before he really put the power down. He'll have the lead. Noah Bowman. Max Stambaugh. Here comes Royer off the top side. Trevor Royer goes to P3. And he may not be done. He likes to get up there right by that fence. Hang that right rear up there on that cushion. A little moisture up there, and he tries to find it. Come out of 2 with a good run up the backstretch, but Bowman is able to fend him off. Jasinski still at the point. Stambaugh running in the 4 spot. Rick Main is 5th. Jake Wolf. Josh Whiteman problems. Took the car to the infield. He's not coming back. Joseph Grandy now takes it out of turn number 2. And he'll have to start deep in tonight's A-main. That's Jaden Wolf in that all-white machine working on the 187 of Rick Main. And he took the spot away. Bowman and Royer locked in a battle right here. And now Royer has the best of it, getting into 3 and 4. Royer gets it up right rear, drug the fence a little bit. Lost all that he had gained and then some. Track position. Gives back second to Bowman. Stambaugh still fourth. Main dispatched Wolf. And now that's a clean and clear race right there. 3 to go. Shazinski clear by half second over Bowman. Bowman's got about 7/10 on Royer. Royer fading back. He may have bent that car. Whoa, Max Stambaugh. Max Stambaugh's car shot to the right out of turn number 2. Hit the fence. Everybody got by. So this third heat, war of attrition. And it's attritiated us down to just a handful of cars. So it'll be 1 to go this time. White flag coming out. And Bowman closed the gap on Shazinski. About 2/10 down in 3 and 4. He went to the bottom. He'll go there again. He's going to make it close. I just don't think it's enough. Shazinski wins heat 3. Bowman, Royer, Main. Then Wolf, Stambaugh, Grandy, and Whiteman. So the field is set. We'll see how long they're going to give these guys for the warm-up. I will let you guys know that tomorrow ERA is in action. We are having a B main for a B main's sake. What is going on? We're just doing this for extra laps, is what it looks like. Dean Reynolds, Kenny Hoffman is the front row. Jaden Wolf and Larry Moody in row 2. Jesse Bandy, Max Stambaugh, row 3. Scott King, Joseph Grandy, row 4. And Josh Whiteman will start on the back. 12. Took 4, took 4, took 4. Did we end up with 23 guys? Somebody sneak in here late? Because I had just enough to get a feature. Either way, we're doing a B main here. We're doing 12 laps. I thought we only had enough to populate the field. Interesting. Max Stambaugh, the only driver that did not make the call to roll. Oh, he's on pit road. He maybe got hung up doing fuel, so he'll come out. If they catch a caution, he'll have a chance to get back in the field. We'll see what happens. I don't believe anybody's getting eliminated. I think this is just a B main for B main's sake for starting positions. I want to look at something. Yeah, there's only 21. Okay. Maybe Ethan Johnson ran Avila, because I only see 8 cars and we were scheduled for 11. Yeah. So those guys maybe got in a little late, or maybe that triggered something, but we should have a 22-car field for tonight's A main, and there's only 21 drivers. This B main is just for B main's sake. Interesting. Pace truck is in, and the B main will get underway. Once again, Dean Reynolds is starting on the pole, and he gets a great start. We'll see what happens to him. Throughout, he fell to the back of his heat race. Hoffman is right there. 3 wide through, turns 3 and 4. Hoffman backs out of it a little bit. Jaden Wolf grabs the point, leads lap number 1. Stambaugh, Avila, and Johnson have all come out onto the racetrack. Jaden Wolf still out front. Hoffman, Reynolds, and Moody running behind that. Bandy, Grady, Whiteman, King, Stambaugh 9th, Avila, and Johnson. Pass for the lead. Kenny Hoffman on the bottom trying to take the point away from the 207 of Jaden Wolf, and he'll get it done easily to turns 3 and 4. Man, he cleared him by half a second from turn 4 to the start-finish line. Reynolds still hanging on in that third spot. Larry Moody solidly into fourth, and then behind that, Grandy and Bandy. Whiteman, King, but it is Hoffman halfway through the B main by almost a second. It's 9/10 easy, make it a second right now. He is driving away from these guys. Wolf and Reynolds coming closer together. I think Joseph Grandy's going to reel Larry Moody in before we get to the end of this thing. Four to go. Now Joseph Grandy with the inside move on the 73. Moody fought it back off the high side, had a little more momentum, didn't have to wait on the car as long. Shorter way around is just the shorter way around, not always the faster way around. Good battle right here, though. This time, slider from Grandy. That time he seals the deal. Hoffman's going to get the 2 to go signal. He's catching the back of this field. He's catching Johnson and Stambaugh. And Kenny Hoffman is just up at the top. Stambaugh with a little bump of the fence. He lost some momentum. He may lose a lap on the white flag lap. He's already down 1. So another one isn't going to be of any detriment to him. But Hoffman gonna win the B main. He'll get the start about P13 tonight. Wolf, Reynolds, Grandy, Moody, Whiteman, and King. Then it's Bandy, Avila, Johnson, and Stambaugh finishing things up. So now our field is set. Now we can have a big A main. And I doubt that we get much in the way of practice time with these guys. They are going to go out and give them a couple of minutes. I think they're going to see if they can iron that bottom in a little bit and make it a little bit faster down there for everybody. Guys will start posting times here any second now. He's still only 21. We tout that we have some of the best over here on Monday nights, and I can tell you that we've got high ratings over 11,000, and you've got some down in the 2,900 range. So they're all through the 7,600, 5,000, 66, 59. see how long they're going to allow these guys to rip around out here. Won't be long now. They'll fast forward this thing. We'll get our 30-lap feature underway. With 23 drivers in the serve. Somebody else must have snuck in at the last moment. Max Stanball. Unfortunately, the only driver that will not be in tonight's AMA. Daniel Burkhardt took the 22nd and final starting spot from that B-name. So it looks like it is time for our 30-lap feature. 22 drivers. Green flag laps only will count. The starting grid are ready to go. And it'll be the 99 of Gavin Chatham next to the 10 of Ross Corinto. The 23 of Alex Jasinski and the 11 of Richie Gaines in row 2. Row 3, the 95, Dakota Kuhn. Noah Bowman, the 24 in row 3. Our fourth row, the 91 of Matt Grimm and the 1J of Jacob Schmutz. Row 5 is the 90 Trevor Royer. The 8, Scott Thomason. Daniel Burkhardt, the 20, and Rick Main in the 187 make up our fourth row. I'm sorry, our sixth row. That should be all of our top 4 from the heats. Then Daniel Burkhardt, the 20, Rick Main, the 187, Kenny Hoffman, the 1, Jaden Wolf, the 207 in row 7. Row 8 is the 79 of Dean Reynolds and the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Then Larry Moody, the 73, Josh Whiteman in the 5 in row 9. Row 10, Scott King, the Tiny Dancer, the 118, and Jesse Bandy, the 49. In your final row, the 49 of Ryan Avila and Ethan Johnson in the other 11 car. Little formation lap up the backstretch. They'll take them down to 3 and 4, show them where the starting line is, and next time around. All the thunder and all the lightning. 410 wing sprint car. Williams Road. Midwest Barbecue Equipment Sprint Car Series on Monday Night Thunder with the Dirt Slingers Racing League. All right, pace truck will dip on off down here in turn 3 up this very long, narrow backstretch. This is where it all starts. Right up here at the front. There are at least 17, 18 cars in this thing. They have a shot to win this. I think our winner is going to come out of these front 4 or 5 rows here. And it's all going to depend on the give and take that these guys do to survive 30 laps at Williams Grove. But the green flag is in the air. We're underway. Fan out 3 wide down the backstretch. Cars all the way to the inside. I think Trevor Royer's got broken suspension. And he is going to lift the 90 car right on in. Trevor Royer will be our first retiree. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it. I just all of a sudden saw him shoot to the inside. And it looked like the right front was pointed right, and the left front he was still steering with. Lap 2 coming around to be in the books. Chatham's led them both. Corinta second, Jasinski, then Gaines and Kuhn in the top 5. Bowman, Schmutz, Grimm, Thomason, and Maine. Rick Maine back here in 10th, and Maine has go, boy, contact, cars going around. We're going to get a caution. Yes, we are. This started a long ways back, and I'm not sure Dean Reynolds was the car. He might have been. I think it starts in front of him right there. Yeah, it looks like Hoffman and Wolf, and that looked like Burkhart, and this is how it just ends up. So caution 1 coming out on lap number 4. Chatham out front. Carenta, Szczynski, Gaines, Kuhn, Bowman, Schmutz, Grimm, Thomason, and Maine are still the top 10. We got a bunch of cars on pit road looking to get fixed. The one that is not, the 90 of Trevor Royal. Josh Whiteman going in. He may have some bad steering. Joseph Grandy is in. Dean Reynolds is in. Kenny Hoffman is in. He got a piece of that. So we make it 3 laps. Catch a caution. Now we're just waiting to see how many of these guys are going to be able to return. Because we could go from 22 to about 17 really quick here. There goes Grandy rolling out. White or lights off on the pace truck. Looks like Grandy may be the only driver able to return after all that. Reynolds, Whiteman, they're both rolling out. So, and there comes Kenny Hoffman late. So all of them are going to return, including Trevor Royer, who is 2 full laps down. Catches a couple cautions, gets some wave rounds. He's going to be all right. Everybody's still on lead lap except for him as we go back to green flag racing. Richie Gaines sitting there in 4th, trying to reel in a podium spot. Szczynski working on Carenta. Szczynski around the outside. He may have the spot when we get down here to turn 1 and 2. Good equal racing right there. Middle line, high line right now. They're reeling in Chatham. Because Carenta may take the lead on the high side. Right through the middle, he threaded the needle. I thought he'd move out a little wider right there, but he kept it right in the middle. Didn't cut Szczynski off. And Szczynski's going to take the lead away from him before we get to the start-finish line. 2 lead changes in less than a lap. Szczynski up against the fence. Riding the high side, put him out front. Carenta. Gaines got around Chatham right there out of turn number 2. Looks like the 99 car falling off just a little bit. A little early for that. Dakota Kuhn goes by as well, and now 24 of Noah Bowman. Noah Bowman made his debut with the Digital Sims Racing League last night over at the Truck Series. And he got a pretty good education on pavement racing, but his first time ever to go truck racing, and he did a pretty good job. Caution behind. Whiteman and Hoffman are going to agree to disagree over here. They are right there on the screen. The 5. Oh, and that may have been because another car was off the pace, and now they're going to get together right here. So the 20 of Burkhart was considerably off pace. And Whiteman made a move to avoid contact. And Hoffman had committed a run. The bottom, they get together. Little bendy. Gavin Chatham, problems for the 99. He's on pit road trying to get those fixed. Jaden Wolf has retired from the race. Daniel Burkhart looks like he's retired too. There's Kenny Hoffman back on pit road. So caution 2, lap 10. Hoffman, Reynolds, Grandy, Whiteman all on pit road. Chatham's on pit road. Burkhart, Wolf, and Royer. Royer's coming back out. He's shown 3 laps down now. Lights are going off on the pace truck. That means we're going to restart again. Joseph Grandy going to roll the 518 back out. He'll stay on the lead lap. Pace truck out of the way. That means green flag coming out of turn number 4. And Shazinski once again getting us started late up on the straightaway. Good, clean start. Everybody's going to make it through. Haven't checked too much near the back. 13th place right there. Tiny Dancer, Scott King in the 118. He and Larry Moody inside the top 15 right now. But Jesse Bandy's trying to change that for Scott King. Trevor Royer is trying to get some laps back. He's going to pass everybody. Up front, Shazinski's got the lead. Corinta is second. Gaines is third, but Gaines is getting reeled in very quickly by the 24 of Noah Bowman. Gaines goes on the high side. Bowman through the middle, and Bowman had an advantage for just a split second. This time Bowman long and low, big slider through 3 and 4 up to the cushion. He's got the spot. But Bowman in the 4th spot. Now in the 3rd spot as he goes by on the high side of turn 2 and takes the spot cleanly away from the 11 of Gaines. Dakota Kuhn looking to be the next one to pass that 11 car. Matt Grimm, your defending 410 series champion from last season, is right there in the 6th spot. Chuzinski is running away. He is clear from these guys by over a second. Bowman having trouble with the cushion. So is Corinta. And Corinta going to lose 3-4 spots now. He'll fall all the way to 6th. Bowman 2nd. Gaines is 3rd. Kuhn is 4th now. Then Grimm. Then Corinta. Here comes Ryan Avila. 14 spots improved from his starting position. He's up to 7th. We just crossed halfway. Shazinski 1.3 seconds, and he is yarding the field. I did not expect the 23 car to be this quick, but he is cruising. Bowman worked his way up from a 6th place start to a 2nd place run right now. He's closing the gap ever so slightly, but I think he'll run out of real estate before he can close the clock. Dakota Kuhn now up to the 4th spot. Ross Corinta's fighting back, trying to get out of 6th and 7th into the top 5. He's 3 wide out of turn 2. Grimm up top. Corinta's in the middle. Avila down on the bottom. Grimm ends up on the short end of stick. Dean Reynolds to pit road. Might be the swan song for the 79. He might be done this evening. Avila now into the top 4 as he did a 2-for-1 in turns 1 and 2. Corinta coming back. Richie Gaines in third, kind of cruising here. These guys are racing each other, and they're starting to ease that gap to shorter and shorter with the 11 car. As now Avila has the 4 spot all to himself. Corinta in 5th, Kuhn 6th, Grimm, Main, Ethan Johnson now up to 9th. 22nd to 9th at the moment. And he's still not as far forward as Avila. Avila started 21st and he's 4th. 8 to go. Bowman is now there. Slider, and he didn't slam the door on Straczynski. It's probably a good thing because Alec wouldn't have had anywhere to go and he probably would have just ran him right over. Here comes Bowman down to the bottom. Is he going to go for the slider in 1 and 2 again? Yes, he is. This time he may go all the way out. Right rear in the cushion. Bowman's got it for the moment. This time the cut down. Did he get any bite coming up the front stretch? Bowman to the point with 6 laps to go. And now Bowman out by 6/10. Straczynski gives up the lead and starts to fall back. Avila now around the outside of Richie Gaines. He'll take 3rd. He's picked up 18 spots. Your hard charger right now. We're on the wave. Lap 5 to go. Gaines still 4th. Corinta is 5th. Then Kuhn, Main, Grimm, Ethan Johnson, and Kenny Hoffman all inside the top 10. Trevor Rohr a few laps down, but he is working it. He's 16th, and he's just as fast as these guys. Three to go when we come by this time. Two to go out of turn number 4 for your leaders. Bowman now out to 6/10. Avila up to 3rd. The gap not really closing on 2nd place. But a great run through the field. White flag coming out this time. Bowman will get to it first, and he gets there by about 1.5 seconds over 2nd place. And now Avila's starting to close it up. I think he's out of time. But Bowman will get through 3 and 4. And Noah Bowman is going to go 6-1 and pick up the win here tonight on Monday Night Thunder. Straczynski 2nd. Avila 3rd. Richie Gaines hangs on for 4th. And Ross Corinta rounds out your top 5. While we wait for our drivers to come in. I don't know why it does that. All right, here we go. New lineup. Bowman, Straczynski, Avila. Then Gaines and Corinta. Main in 6th. Kuhn 7th. Johnson 8th. Grimm 9th. Hoffman was 10th. Thomason, Schmutz, Grandy, Bandy, and King through 15th. Royer 16th, several laps down. Chatham and Moody 17, 18. Reynolds, Wolf, Burkhart, and Whiteman, the rest of the field tonight. All right. Start looking for our drivers. Start looking. They're all starting to show. There we go. Now they're all starting to show up. All right, let's grab Ryan. Ryan Avila, you there, buddy?
Yeah, what's going?
You forward all night long, 18 spots, hard charger. Man, if you could have started a little closer to the front, you might have had something for these boys.
Yeah, I felt really good there. I broke my left front lap one, kind of slowed myself down at the beginning, but yeah, I struggled getting down into one, and getting off two is pretty tight. But yeah, I was ripping three and four at the end there, and found my way to third.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of guys were standing still when you were catching up to them, and I don't know, was the track starting to get really slick because it looked pretty racy from up here?
Yeah, the first 15 were really good. It was super racy, a lot of grip on the track, and then just started to keep moving down. And once I found that, cut down line in three and four was pretty good. I mean, I don't know, it's a very dicey racetrack. Should be pretty good for pro kind of up here.
Yeah, I was going to ask, when does the Pro Series or Road to Pro at least go there so you guys that came in and did some testing can see if what you learned here tonight transfers over?
Yeah, I think it goes there in a couple weeks. Might be like the third to last round. I'm not sure for the sprint cars, but yeah, I just thought I'd race this and see what we have, and obviously pretty good. I just need to start up front and maybe come away with a win in the either qualify or the race. So yeah, I got a lot of speed. Just need to not hit the wall next time.
Sounds good, man. Give me some shout-outs before we let you head out.
Yeah, I got to thank everyone over at Tanner Pettit Racing. We're getting ready for Pro Series, so we're pretty dialed over there. Jimmy P. Mac Tools, 1425 Photography, Aces Up Sim Sports, CD Cinematography, Trackside Collective, Blake Carrick Racing, and Ethan Johnson over at Free Speed. Just getting us ready for both Pro Series late models and sprint cars.
All right, mate. Congrats on the run. Thanks for chatting with us. We'll see you hopefully next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ryan Avila finishing in third tonight. He started in the 21st spot. Now let's move on and get the driver that led the biggest majority of it. Alex Jasinski just lose a little tire there at the end.
I had to have. I kind of felt my wheels start getting, a little easier to handle, and I think that just I knew my tires were gone, but I don't know. I was sat behind him the last 5 laps or whatever, and I didn't understand, he was in the wall so much. I don't know how he didn't break, but I mean, I guess it's a good job on him. He's obviously finding the wall where it's kind of perfect for his right rear, but he ran a good race. So I mean, that's a hard pace to run. That's really hard to do what he did, and yeah, caution free too there once we got going, so that was good.
I asked Ryan, it looked from up here like the track was pretty racy. You guys could go to the bottom and maintain. Don't know if it was necessarily conducive to making a lot of passes, but it looked like the top was really kind of where you wanted to be. Somehow they got around you on the high side.
Yeah, like I said, I probably ran on a tire. I don't know. I mean, if I didn't think it would get as egregious as it did too. With, I think there was 4 or 5 cars that joined, right into the B main. So that, that adding more cars to the warm up and everything, it adds a lot more laps than people think to the racetrack. So, I mean, if I could have it back, I probably would have tightened up and been a little easier on the nose. But overall, not a bad night.
Well, an awesome run, man.
I'm finishing these races. That's the biggest thing for me.
Well, you're not only finishing these ones on the dirt, but you're finishing the ones over on the pavement side too, and it's a.
I'd rather be asphalt racing.
It's a way different discipline.
Way more fun.
Over there. Yeah, last night, man, great run, and the strategies were all over the place. You guys did a great job.
Yeah, anyone watching, I think if you haven't given the asphalt deal out or try, you probably should. It's, in my opinion, if I could do 3 of your leagues a week and them all be asphalt, I'd be completely okay with it. I like doing the asphalt stuff. It's different discipline, and it's a little more rewarding when you win in that stuff or run good, because there's so much that goes into it. But yeah, I got to thank all the Black Diamond guys. They're so much fun to be around. They're probably a big reason why I still race, just because I have fun with them. And then Brett Wheeler, Ultimate Dirt TV, Ross Corinta, Velocity Race Design, Tim Nichols, Tim Dirt Track Simulators. There's a lot of people, Nate Davis, Zach Rounds. They're all big help to us. And then everyone that puts on helps you put on these events and these leagues. It's always fun. I look forward to my Mondays, and I hope, we continue this truck deal going into another season. I'd like to go for a championship in that.
Nice. Yeah, I came into the room and I was talking to Larry Moody, and I said, man, what the heck are all these pavement guys doing over here racing on the dirt? And I forget that really you guys all started over here with us, and now we're just going back to doing pavement, which we used to do before dirt. So it's kind of
Yeah,
just bringing the new blood.
Yeah, I think a lot more dirt people should get into asphalt racing. It's really hard. I mean, there's so many. I think yesterday there was 3 to 4 strategies that were going on, and I think Nate and I were on our own little strategy, and I mean it makes it intense because there's so many things that have to fall your way to win those races. I mean, you can be fast all race long, and here comes a 10 lap sprint after people get fresh tires and they're running through the field, and there's a lot more that plays into it, and I enjoy that side of racing more, even though my heart always lies with sprint cars. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to doing some Phoenix this coming Sunday, and
Yep.
I hope we start doing more asphalt. It's fun.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the run, and I'll see you on Sunday evening.
Yep, you have a good one, Roger.
Alex Jasinski finishing second here tonight, and now another guy that we got to see last night over at the pavement race. He comes in tonight, maybe a little different discipline, and he's pretty good at the dirt stuff. And Noah Bowman wins tonight here at Williams Grove. Noah, awesome run tonight, man. You had to really get up on the wheel to get around Jasinski up there. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I put myself in good position from the heat race, and knew I had to get around the 95 as quick as possible before a wreck would happen. But once I got around him, I could kind of start moving around, try different lines. Early in the race, I was mostly just a lane off the top and one because it got so dirty. But once the marbles pushed up to the wall, the top started coming in. But once I got to second, I could tell my car was really good. But just played my cards, got a good run down the front stretch, went for a slider, and carried my speed into 3, hit a cut down, and just tried to keep my speed from there.
An awesome job, man. I asked Alec a little while ago. I come in the room and I see all these guys, and I asked Larry Moody, what are all these daggone pavement guys doing over here in the dirt? You guys all really were the dirt guys over here before the pavement thing happened. You're over there with the pavement guys. It's a whole different world, isn't it?
Yeah, NASCAR's not really my thing. I'm more of a dirt fan. Ever since I got to see a dirt race in person, just watching them drift was what intrigued me the most. So, yeah, dirt's my thing.
Well, I hope we see you more over on the pavement side, but you had a fantastic run here tonight. Best at the field, 6-1. Shout outs and thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate a great Williams Grove win.
I'd like to thank Keith and Wade at Indy Race Parts Esports, Brennan at Red Driver Marketing Solutions, you guys for putting on the league, everybody, the admins. Yeah, we'll be back in the truck at Bristol.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win. And I'll see you, I guess, next Monday night then.
Thank you.
Noah Bowman picking up the win here tonight at Williams Grove. He did not have a bad result last night in the trucks. He did not. So he should be very happy with the way that he raced. But interesting night tonight. We had some guys show up pretty late to the server, and it kind of changed things, which kind of confused me, and I apologize for not staying on top of that. But when they come in last second, man, it is hard to know that you went over your 22 driver limit. When, the last thing we were counting before we went to heat races was there was 21, 22 guys in here, and I thought we were just going to have a full field. So, happens. Can't complain. Got to take the drivers when you can get them. Dirt has become kind of a fickle thing here on iRacing. So, if the guys show up, man, give them a chance. That's really it. That's what you got to do. I want to thank all you guys for being here. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. All the great leagues giving us fantastic racing like we see each and every night. There's nothing to cover. So a high five and a pat on the back goes all the way around for that. Come and see us tomorrow night. Watch a little pavement racing. ERA guys going at it again on the short track. Their fall Ironman series. 3 different cars to each track, I believe 3 times. 3 different tracks, so everybody will get that discipline at least once on each track. I want to say they're in about round 7 or 8 of 12. They're getting close. They're past halfway. And then Wednesday night, the Midwest Truck Series, and that's one of the best series on our entire channel, so make sure that you come and tune in for that. But until I see you again,